Alright, Part-Time family, look, we got with another video, man. And now today we got that why Hollywood plans to kill off Katt Williams. Hey, y'all, we all know that Hollywood is bad for business, bro. Bro, all of these shows and all these people that like we grew up in our generation and stuff like that, they are either sick in the head or they dead, jail, or they going crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Hollywood is a sick place, bro. It's mad people that is sick in the head, bro. A lot of the shows that like I really grew up with, like watching and stuff like that, like iCarly, I watched Zoe 101, Big Time Rush, fucking SpongeBob, all them shits. Victorious. Man, I can't really think about all the shows that I was like really watching when I was like a real young kid. But bro, those shows are Hollywood shows, bro. And guess what? Behind the scenes, bro, y'all wouldn't even know what would be going on behind them closed doors, bro. It's so much sickening stuff that's going on behind closed doors, bro. Like, bro, it was so many stories about these people, bro, about these people treating them wrong. They doing this, they doing that, trying to get them to sell their soul. Man, bro, it's just crazy, bro. Like, well, let's get into the video, though.
Industry. With a relentless determination, Katt continued to unveil startling revelations that have sent shockwaves throughout the entertainment world. In addition to the reports of his revelations concerning the alleged conspiracy surrounding Michael Jackson's death, Katt has also been vocal
Prime example, this.
About addressing the portrayal of black actors in traditionally feminine attire within the entertainment industry.
And the fact of the matter is, we watched this nigga get murdered right in front of our own face. And the nigga knew it was finna happen. He told us, and we didn't know.
He has not shied away from discussing controversial topics that some might find uncomfortable, and it appears that his outspoken nature has drawn the ear of certain elements within the industry.
So you've done 9 filmed comedy stand-up specials?
Without ever getting financed or having a deal with anybody.
You did them by yourself?
Yes, I own them 100%.
There have been numerous incidents that suggest Hollywood may be actively trying to distance itself from Katt due to his uncompromising stance.
They think you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be. But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that.
You often hear that truly understanding the inner workings of an industry requires first-hand experience. Comedian Katt Williams recently provided some intriguing insights that shed light on this notion. Williams hinted at significant revelations concerning Tiffany Haddish's career. According to Williams, Haddish's rise to fame may not have unfolded as naturally as she has portrayed it to the public.
She's been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke.
The seasoned comedian holds the perspective that Haddish might have expedited her.
Bro, basically saying that she didn't write her stuff. She ain't writing out her jokes.
Her ascent within the entertainment industry. If you've ever questioned the authenticity of Haddish's persona.
Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody.
This revelation is not one to overlook.
How to open your car door when you're trapped underwater. A lethal design flaw in all.
While stories of celebrities leading double lives have surfaced repeatedly, Haddish's journey.
This is another prime example, bro. They from Full House, bro. After years and years of them playing that role, look at them, bro. They look sick. These motherfuckers was on drugs.
Stories of celebrities leading double lives have surfaced repeatedly. Haddish's journey to the pinnacle appears to be a unique case. Katt Williams left no detail unexplored in his disclosure.
I'm the introduction to Tiffany Haddish in the movie School Dance. The clip for School Dance has been seen more times than the movie has. That's just a fact.
During a recent appearance on V103's Frank and Wanda in the Morning Show, Williams didn't hold back as he shared his thoughts on several fellow comedians, including Lil Rel Howery, Jared Carmichael, Kevin Hart, and Hannibal Buress. However, it was Tiffany Haddish, the breakout star of Girls Trip, who found herself at the center of most of the criticism.
Tiffany Haddish.
Ma'am, you could have had that role, and everything that happened would have happened unless you thought you were necessary to write the Saturday Night Live monologue.
Katt Williams, who recently won an Emmy for his guest role on Atlanta, made an effort to cast doubt on Tiffany Haddish's achievements. He implied that Haddish may not be the author of her own comedic material and questioned whether she was truly established as a genuine comedian. He said, "She's been doing comedy since she was 16.
Oh, so I was right. I was right.
You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody." Wanda Smith, the host of the show, then stepped in to defend Tiffany Haddish, asserting that Haddish's authenticity endeared her to audiences. In response, Katt Williams raised a provocative question, asking when being real had become a marketable trait. He went on to suggest that the industry's favor toward Haddish might be influenced by her publicly expressed admiration for Brad Pitt. Williams then took the opportunity to give recognition to several other black female comedians such as Lunel, Melanie Camarco, and Miss Laura, highlighting their talent and contributions to the comedy scene.
And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip?
Katt Williams went a step further by suggesting that Tiffany Haddish's success in securing deals and roles in the industry might have been unusually smooth, implying that she may have made certain compromises to attain her status. He also expressed a view that the industry tends to overlook black talent and rarely allows black actors to explore their unique abilities in acting, pointing out a perceived disparity in opportunities compared to their white counterparts.
They're gonna let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars. They think
Bro, she laughing. He dead serious right now, bro. He ain't cracked the smile yet, bro. He's so serious.
you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be.
It appears that Katt Williams' comments about Tiffany Haddish and her admiration for Brad Pitt were not entirely unfounded.
But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that. So you get Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, all in a row, Hannibal Buress, just dudes that no woman would talk to.
Indeed, Tiffany Haddish has publicly mentioned her crush on Brad Pitt in the past. During an appearance on Live with Kelly and Ryan's post-Oscars show, she discussed her interaction with the Hollywood star. Haddish recalled, "Oh, I just met him in the elevator. He said in 1 year, if he's single and I'm single, we gonna do it. So you know what that means. Brad Pitt was standing right next to me and then Elizabeth's husband was like, man, I hope we don't get caught in this elevator. And I was like, it's gonna be some pretty babies in this elevator if we do." Tiffany had a conversation with Kelly shortly after her appearance at the Oscars where she presented an award. During their chat, while playing a game of Marry, Date, Dash, the comedian disclosed that she wouldn't choose to marry Brad Pitt. The key point that Williams seemed to emphasize in his expose on Haddish was that her rise in the entertainment industry gained
But she look like one of my cousins.
significant momentum after she embraced self-expression rather than objectification.
I'm a writer. I only care about what you write. I don't care about what you read. Everybody can read that can read.
This theory indeed holds water, as years before Haddish rose to become one of the industry's prominent figures, she encountered significant challenges. Securing spots in comedy clubs was a struggle for her, and she faced difficulties in landing acting roles as well. She once told TMZ, "I lost everything. All my gigs are gone." Then Haddish was questioned about a lawsuit involving allegations that she and comedian Aries Spears attempted to involve an underage girl and her brother in comedy skits. Spears and Haddish were accused of creating comedy sketches in which the underage girl mimicked an act of on a sandwich, and another sketch depicted Spears as a child molester with inappropriate fantasies involving her brother.
The Tiffany Haddish thing, has that been worked out at this point?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Can we talk about it?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Haddish expressed her relief when the lawsuit was dropped and emphasized her concern for the well-being of the children involved. Following this incident, reports indicated that she faced difficulties finding job opportunities in Hollywood and was essentially blacklisted.
When was the last time you've been in a TV or
a TV show of any significance, probably slowly over 20 years.
However, her situation took a turn when she became intertwined with the Brad Pitt narrative, and her career began to see a positive shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm fighting that stigma, man.
Now, this is just one of the many things that Katt has pointed out. In another interview, this time with Jamal Finkley on his YouTube channel Black Tree, Katt is said to have divulged more about the alleged dress-wearing scheme that you might...
This is none but the Illuminati right here, bro. This is what they put out.
be familiar with. Katt shared his perspective on Kevin Hart wearing a dress in an SNL skit, underlining that Kevin wasn't the only one allegedly involved in this supposed situation. He claimed that Eddie Murphy and Jamie Foxx were right there beside him, keeping him company in what some have perceived as a controversial practice in the entertainment industry.
Let's be very, very clear. It is possible that there isn't anything funnier than a guy in a dress.
An outlook in itself that many also consider to be transphobic or offensive. Katt highlighted the
Now, artificial intelligence can generate ad creatives automatically. The program is called Ad Creative AI, and it helps
irony in the fact that a significant portion of the audience found it amusing to witness a black man wearing a dress. Katt Williams believed that this reaction would not have been the same if the individuals involved were of a different racial background.
And if that's the case, then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress.
Despite Kevin Hart having firmly established his stardom, Katt cryptically alluded to the idea that Kevin must have had his own reasons for taking part in such roles, and he expressed respect for Kevin's choices in this regard.
At the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Williams carefully suggested that he had observed numerous artists encountering similar challenges repeatedly throughout their careers.
I've never seen Madea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
In addition to his previous revelations, Williams exposed the existence of a secret society called the Illuminati, which he claimed faces significant opposition from within the black community. The implication here is that The Guardian, by indirectly corroborating his claims and revealing the society's name and some of its prominent members, has lent credence to his assertions about this secretive organization. He said, "It is the most elite club in the world. This is the Good Club," the name given to the tiny global elite of billionaire philanthropists. The name of some of the members are familiar figures: Bill Gates, George Soros, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, David Rockefeller, and Ted Turner. But there are others too, like business giants Eli and Edith Broad, who are equally wealthy but less well known. While Williams disclosed significant aspects of the agenda he believed to have originated from the elites, he issued a warning to fellow black artists, advising them to exercise caution and be wary of the potential influence or involvement of this secretive club.
It's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times.
While it may sound somewhat exaggerated, the pimp emphasizes that his intended audience should heed his advice because he believes he has a deep understanding of the situation, having allegedly experienced the consequences of this supposed manipulation for many years.
I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
According to Katt, he wasn't the sole individual dealing with challenges and adversity, which is why he felt it was necessary to let go of certain matters for the sake of his own well-being.
So I know how much they talked about Martin Luther King, and I know what they ended up doing to him. I know this same story about Jesus and a few of my uncles.
After enduring hardships for an extended period, Williams explained that he eventually came to a stark realization. He recognized that his outspoken nature, coupled with his candidness in addressing grievances, had exposed him to intense backlash. Although he hadn't initially anticipated the extent of hostility directed towards him, this experience expanded his perspective. He now comprehends that his actions, which he once considered as truthful but possibly irresponsible, were being manipulated and leveraged against him, with the elusive Illuminati allegedly benefiting from this.
Your favorite rapper is part of the Illuminati. Little do y'all know. Little do y'all know, these rappers is part of the Illuminati, bro.
Situation.
So that doesn't mean I always make the right decisions, but I am gonna stand by what I stand for.
Indeed, Katt, known for his fearless approach, disclosed that he was privy to the true story of Bernie Mac and did not hesitate to share the industry's supposedly closely guarded secret surrounding this matter.
I know the real Bernie Mac stories, and I know that the people that made money off Bernie Mac didn't like him. They hated his guts.
Katt's revelation about his former idol may come as a surprise to some, but he's also not the only one who has come out with these claims. Corey Holcomb, another comedian, came out with an even more shocking allegation. He claimed that Steve Harvey, everyone's favorite, has allegedly sold his soul to Hollywood.
I think Steve Harvey's some stand-up and I'm he kissed his old girl who owned TV One. He used to kiss her ass. That's how he had the radio.
It's undeniable that Katt Williams is widely
Wow. I did not know that.
regarded as one of the funniest comics of his generation, known for his unfiltered humor and energetic performances in blockbuster stand-up specials. However, despite his talent and ranking among Hollywood's comedy greats, Williams hasn't received the same level of mainstream exposure as some of his contemporaries. Being hopeless, he once even said, "I'm just going to go ahead and announce my retirement from stand-up. I'm kinda done. I've already discussed it with my kids. I wasn't really going to do it on a Seattle street. I was going to Los Angeles and to do it in the offices of ICM or Live Nation." For some time, there was speculation that Williams had been blacklisted from the industry, which led to questions about why he hadn't achieved the same level of success as figures like Steve Harvey. It's worth noting that
Cause, bro, nigga, clearly he's smarter than the rest of these motherfuckers, bro. He know the truth. Once you know, bro, a lot of these people is blinded by money, bro. A lot of these people only care about the money, bro, not their soul. Like, these niggas don't give a fuck where they go when they die, bro. They don't care. They'll care less. They only care about what they got in front of them. Yeah.
that Williams and Harvey haven't been on good terms for over a decade, and there seems to be a significant reason behind their strained relationship.
Well, you know, to be honest with you, Frankie, I didn't know nothing about this concept. When the promoter told me about it in October, I shot it down. Because that ain't how I've ever promoted a show.
To trace the origins of their feud, we need to go back to December 2008, when Katt Williams called out Steve Harvey before a Christmas season show. This incident marked the beginning of their conflict, which has persisted for over a decade. Katt Williams and Steve Harvey have certainly had their share of disagreements with other comedians, and this instance was no exception. Even one of his fans wrote, "Katt is solid at battle comedy. Steve is household, but household doesn't usually mean funny. Household means you're big and funny enough for them to take a bet on you. You won't venture too far off the plantation with your act, and your stature makes you hard to argue against even if you are wrong. Katt is like an Italian sports car. His humor is fast and maneuverable. He's like Ali. He hits and moves. Given a chance, I'd rather fight with Steve more than Katt." Another one added, "I remember when I was an intern at a radio station in Cleveland in the mid-90s. Steve was starting to blow up, and him and his entourage, 3 to 4 bodyguards, came to visit, and he was pompous AF. They were in the station's lobby, and one of his bodyguards signaled for me to move out of his view because I was blocking his view of Steve. I told that bodyguard, he is not the president of the US. Well, it all started when Katt Williams publicly challenged Steve Harvey, asserting that he could dethrone Harvey as the king of comedy during an upcoming New Year's Eve show where they were both headlining. Reportedly, Jamie Foxx was also involved in this conflict.
Now, I was on the Steve Harvey show, and Steve Harvey, who is going to call in at 5:45 and get the record straight.
Fox, who was working as a radio host at the time, played a clip of Katt Williams dissing Steve Harvey, which likely escalated the feud between two comedians. "I want to apologize for what's going to happen," Williams said of the joint comedy gig, "but the second that you get on stage, I need you to understand that that's your final time as the king of
Bro, don't hold your tongue, bro. Don't hold your tongue.
comedy. Water seeks its own level. You can't stop it, Playboy. It is what it is, so I hope you're ready. I hope you got a team of writers. You're gonna need about 6 or 7 of them." In response to the clip, Steve Harvey called into the radio show and expressed his bewilderment regarding the entire situation.
You know, I've always been on tour with some real monsters, man. I toured with the Kings. You know, I've been on stage with Sid, DL, and Bernie Mac at the same time.
However, on the big night, when the event arrived, Katt Williams came out swinging, delivering punches aimed at Steve Harvey's comedy reputation as well as poking fun at his clothes and hair. Addressing the crowd, Katt Williams likely had some sharp and humorous remarks to make about Harvey during his performance. He said, "Please give it up for Steve Harvey. He's one of the best we've ever had, but he don't want no parts of this in no shape or form. I don't know why he came out here with all this money y'all spent on these tickets and talked about a lady in the audience for 15 minutes, but won't talk about me the way I was getting ready."
Be a digital detective. Enroll in the new Google Cybersecurity Certificate to jumpstart your
ready to talk about his expletive-made expletive. You see, Katt Williams didn't have fame and fortune handed to him on a silver platter. He had to build his comedic empire from the ground up, starting in Avondale, Cincinnati. He honed his craft by performing stand-up comedy in various venues across the country, from the lively streets of Oklahoma to the vibrant stages of Oakland. Fearlessly, Katt delivered his routines, perfecting his unique style along the way through hard work and dedication.
You in the middle of a goddamn meeting. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the movie with you, and then we're gonna go back.
Yo, it seems like they joking, but nah, I don't know.
Shifting our focus to Steve Harvey, he is widely recognized as a devoted family man who prioritizes his loved ones. However, Katt Williams reportedly claims that Harvey is merely a fraud, concealing his true self behind a carefully constructed facade for years. According to Katt, opinions about Steve's comedic abilities vary drastically depending on who you ask, adding to the complexity of their relationship and the perceptions of Harvey's public image.
You have been the king of comedy as long as we've had one. Matter of fact, the whole phrase, king of comedy, can be attributed that you get off stage.
Indeed, Katt Williams has gained a reputation not only for his comedic talents, but also as a known whistleblower in Hollywood. He has been vocal about various issues and controversies within the entertainment industry, shedding light on matters that often go unspoken or unnoticed.
If my fans think differently, they're biased. They should think differently. But now, Dave Chappelle has always been funnier than me.
According to Katt Williams, Steve Harvey's reputation is not as positive as it may seem to some. Depending on who you talk to, Harvey is either hailed as one of the funniest people on the planet or seen as a celebrity with a less than stellar reputation. Williams has alleged that Harvey has some skeletons in his closet, including rumors that he mistreats his staff.
I could not find a way to walk from the stage to my dressing room, to sit in my makeup chair, to walk from my...
See what I'm saying? Bro, things is different behind closed door, bro. It is so different. Bro, they put on a facade on camera, but behind closed doors, it's a whole nother story, bro.
Dressing room to the stage.
There have been persistent rumors that the famous comedian and talk show host doesn't treat his staff well. Additionally, following his talk show's relocation to Los Angeles, Harvey reportedly sent a controversial memo to his new staff, making demands typically associated with tour riders. These allegations have added to the tension between the two comedians. In the leaked memo, Steve further wrote, "My security team will stop everyone from standing at my door who have the intent to see or speak to me. I want all the ambushing to stop now. That includes TV staff. You must schedule an appointment. I have been taken advantage of by my lenient policy in the past. This ends now. No more. Do not approach me while I'm in the makeup chair unless I ask to speak with you directly. Either knock or use the doorbell." Steve Harvey defended himself by claiming that the memo was an attempt to secure more free time during his day.
I wrote it at the beginning of the year because I was trying to find out ways that I could just get more me time for me.
He explained that the memo was sent to address what he viewed as a too lenient open-door policy that had been in place during his show's run in Chicago. Harvey reiterated this defense a few days later while discussing the leaked letter with Entertainment Tonight. "Look, man, I'm in my makeup chair. They walk in the room. I'm having lunch. They walk in, they don't knock," he continued. "I'm in the hallway. I'm getting ambushed by people with friends that come to the show and having me sign this and do this. I just said, wait a minute, and in hindsight, I probably should have handled it a little bit differently." Katt Williams seems to have legitimate reasons for his grievances against Steve Harvey. In November 2015, the author of Think Like a Man faced faced a lawsuit for purportedly backing out of plans to lease a private jet. This happened after more than $400,000 worth of renovations had been initiated, allegedly at Harvey's request. These requests reportedly included custom carpet, a reconfiguration of the interior cabin from 16 seats to 14 seats, custom seat design, and new upper and lower cabin sidewalls, as reported by TMZ.
He wanted 2 of the seats removed inside, so there were only 12 instead of 14. He wanted custom carpets in there.
Moreover, Katt also took his turn on the Will and Chris rock slap scene. Reportedly, he claimed that the widely publicized Oscar shocker slap incident was allegedly staged, and that the entire world was deceived. Katt's credibility in the production.
I wouldn't be surprised that really was staged.
Business adds weight to his opinion for many people.
The industry is canceling one black guy. I know what happens when they are going to elevate another, and I know what happens when they don't care about either one.
Many may have initially believed that Will had a genuine breakdown in front of the camera, and it's possible he did. However, given Will's long-standing status as an industry heavyweight, his apparent mistake in this context raised...
Yo, Will ain't really been the same, bro. He ain't been the same. Like, bro, everything is coming out. He haven't been the same. He haven't.
His suspicions and leaves room for questioning the authenticity of the incident.
There are 300 corporations that are a part of the Will Smith business operation. That is the $20 million a movie mega thing that Will Smith represents.
At this point, you might have known that Katt Williams has become increasingly outspoken on various occasions, shedding light on what he believes Hollywood elites are truly up to. For this reason, many people believe that this has led to recent reports of him considering retirement from the entertainment industry. But whether that's because he's been hunted or not is up for debate.
Bro. Hey. Bro.
Did you know that you're...
Bro, I stand with Katt Williams, bro. Cause these industry niggas, bro, they is nothing but bad news, bro. Bro. Y'all wouldn't even know the half that be happening behind closed doors, bro. These people is really sick. Y'all niggas gotta wake up out here, bro. Y'all gotta wake up. Stop, bro. Stop letting the money, bro. The money gonna fall in place, bro. But like I said before, the money is the root of all things, bro. People can have money and still be unhappy. Like, bro, cause like once you get the money and you see stacks of money, you can still hate yourself. You can still be unhappy and depressed. You could kill yourself. There's so many people out here, so many people in the industry that done killed themselves off the love of the money, bro. Cause they was still depressed. Man, hey, look, hey, y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Can't talk. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications button on so I can be notified when I post. And stay tuned.